Before we start the song, I just want to say thank you to everybody. It's been an amazing 2 years with these guys up here. Most amazing musicians that I've ever had the chance to play with. I don't think I know anybody like Steve on the drums, do you guys? And how sexy is Joe Dewey? And I've never had the distinct pleasure of singing with somebody like Mark DiBerardino. When he and I sing, I forget that I'm singing. It's actually very cool. But he's an amazing musician. I'm really lucky. But I just want to say hi to all my family over here. I'm going to miss you guys, okay? But I'll be back for like Christmas and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So I love you guys. This one's for you guys. I wanna take down the walls of me inside. I want to reach out, touch the pain, where the streets are moving. Don't wanna feel the sunlight on my face. I see the dust cloud disappear without a trace. I want to take shelter from poison rain, where the streets are moving. Oh, where the streets are moving, where the streets are moving. Still building down burning town now, burning town now. And when I go there, I do it with you. It's all I can do. The city's a flood, it's all out to rust. Beaten and blown by the wind, traveling dust. To the way place, out upon the desert plain, where the streets are lonely. Oh, where the streets are lonely, where the streets are lonely. Still building that burning town now, burning town now. As when I go there, get with you. So I can do what I'm lonesome to us. With blown by the wind, yeah. Blown by the wind. It's when I couldn't with you. It's all I can do. Thank you so much.
How did I discover Hype? I'd say that I have to go back to like 98, 99. I had originally been introduced to Mark in his band Presence. When they broke up, I was still on the mailing list and had gotten word that Mark had formed a new band called Hype.
5, 6 years I'd known Steve on the local band circuit. He was in a band, I was in a band. My band liked to play a lot of live covers, which Steve appreciated, so he'd come to see us quite a bit.
And I had jammed with a bunch of guys from Simple Jim, big band in the area back then, still are now.
Yeah, we had talked over the years, they gotta, play a show, do something, and so Steve called me. He said, listen, man, let's do a show. I got a bass player, we could find a guitarist. The time was right, let's do it. So I said, all right, why not? Get something together. I know Steve would do it right.
Joe sends me an email, and I can't remember what exactly it said, but the gist of it was, would you like to try out for a guitar player for this new band we're putting together called Hype? Our first gig is at Toad's place.
I'll show at Toad's, that's always a good thing.
I showed up for the audition, and we played the songs, and the guys kind of looked at me and said, well, you want to do it? And I'm like, hell yeah, of course I want to do this. It sounded great. Mark and I singing harmonies, and and Joe and Steve holding everything down. It's just unbelievable. So they said, all right, you want to do it? Cool. And then they just hand me a stack of tickets. Here's a stack of tickets. This is your share of the tickets to hand out. I'm like, crap, man, this is unbelievable.
So we did it. We did the show. And something about that show, the first show definitely was special.
I can still remember it like it was yesterday. It was the first song out of the set was Desire, and it was just this open E chord on an acoustic guitar, which also was, I think, kind of different from some of the other bands that were doing that right then. But there was just and then Steve comes in, boom, and then everyone comes in, down, and it just took off, man. We were just flying from there on out.
It was one of those weird things where musician-wise, you just felt comfortable right off the bat, and that's how I felt with Joe and John and Steve. You just had that chemistry after one short set of Toads. We just felt it, and we got a good response. We had a lot of fun.
There was just an air about them that they were entertaining.
It was an unbelievable ride, and it all started with that email.
2 years later, a lot of shows later, it never got tired. We had a good run.
They had a good selection of music that they played. They threw in some jokes on each other just to keep the crowd going, and it just made for an overall enjoyable experience.